Baseball, courtesy of MLB The Show 20 here on the Bilskie channel. A pleasant good afternoon to you all here in South Jersey. It's about 64 degrees. Got the windows open down here in the man cave. Got the little guy down here with me. Not going to be doing much commentary in this. In fact, I'm not going to be doing any at all till the end of the game. We're just going to do clear skies in the Windy City. Zack Wheeler gets the start today, and there is your starting lineup. Really no changes. Segura, McCutchen, Harper, Hoskins, Realmuto, Didi Gregorius, Roman Quinn, Scott Kingery, and Zack Wheeler, who, as you can see, there's a little bit of on a cold streak, but he's looking to get that elusive third win today here against Yu Darvish, who will be his opponent on the mound for the Cubs. So we're going to get this thing started. There you see some of the recent transactions that I went over last night. Anthony Swarzak has been recalled. Tommy Hunter has been re-signed. Adam Morgan is now on the 15-day injured list. But here's your lineup. Segura, McCutchen, Harper, Hoskins, Realmuto, Gregorius, Quinn, Kingery, Wheeler. Your starting 9, and there is your starting pitchers as we take you to Matt Vasgersian and the boys at Wrigley Field. Enjoy the game.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball next on the show. Yu Darvish will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that, and if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Now at the plate, Jean Segura. He will lead this one off today. He's set, and the pitch. A ball and no strikes. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty V, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
Happ, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. Last season, he had over 110 RBIs. That's an RBI machine. When you're driving in over 100, that's really special, and you are doing some big things.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. That batting average still well up there to begin play. 1 home run and 6 RBIs. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. Into the bleachers and gone. It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutchen. Home run number 2 for him on the year, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly just like that, and they take the lead.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper, and you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least.
Harper.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
1-0.
Out of play off to the right. One and one. Here it is. Outside, 2-1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, D-Row, with that stacked infield on the right side. You hit it through where the shift is. Have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. One ball and one strike to the Phillies first baseman. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
2 balls and a strike to count. Harper, base runner at first with 1 out. And that misses up and in, 3-1. JT Realmuto is on deck. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Three-two pitch. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
At the plate, JT Realmuto. And the Phils trying to make this first inning even better here. From the stretch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Kipnis is right there to handle it, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping in and looking to continue his hot streak, Didi Gregorius. And he's been swinging it well the last couple of games. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit sharply on the ground. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
To the plate now, Roman Quinn. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. 1 run is scored. And the second runner will pull up stakes over at third, so 1 run is in, and the bases stay loaded with 2 away. And in steps Scott Kingery. Popped him up. Baez shading to his right. And that retires the side. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Phillies lead this one 2-0. Zack Wheeler is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too mmany base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
The pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. A little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. First pitch of the at-bat.
1-0.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Hit sharply on the ground. Kingery's there. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Batting first, the third baseman, Kris Bryant.
Digging in next will be Kris Bryant. His career line against Wheeler has been very good. 8 for 13. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. When facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Bryant is a 300 hitter on the dot. Can't complain about that.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And another foul ball. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Philadelphia is on top 2-0. Striding into the box, Zack Wheeler. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting a take sign on right here.
The 2-0. 3-0 now.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
3-1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
The third baseman, number 2.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jean Segura. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard on the ground to short. Slide and a stop by Baez. How about that?
Up next for Philadelphia, the left fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Here's Andrew Mccutchen now, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. Pitch on the way, and that misses low and away. Ball one. McCutchen, a native Floridian. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
2 out, nobody on. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit hard towards center. And McCutchen has himself a base hit. So Bryce Harper will get a chance to hit here this inning following the base hit.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Wow, and the hits just keep piling up for them. Take a look at the numbers here. That's already 6 hits, and we're only in the 2nd inning. We'll see if they can keep this up as the innings go on.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Line drive to left. And that'll get down out there. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
And I can't blame the pitching coach for making that walk. That's 3 consecutive 2-out hits here, so he's going to remind this guy that they just need to make 1 good pitch and get this inning over with. Let's see if the talk does any good.
In now, JT Realmuto, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there. But he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
2 out, bases loaded. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Here's the 2-2. Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Payoff pitch on its way. Hit hard to short. Baez has it. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. Phillies leave them loaded. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second. First pitch on its way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Slider taken for a called strike, 2-1.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Fouled away. The next 3-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. And he fouls this one off. One out, nobody on. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Anthony Rizzo becomes out number 2 this inning. Digging in, Kyle Schwarber. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Lays off 1-0. This year against right-handed pitching, Schwarber is exactly a .260 hitter. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail things here 2-0. So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Now to the plate, Roman Quinn. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a swing and a miss, so the NL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
He's set. Here it comes. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. Looking at his career totals, Kingery hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Bryant's got to get rid of it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. Kipnis, or Kip for short. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
And it's fouled away. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. McCutchen looking up. Gone! It's a solo homer here for Jason Kipnis. Home run number 2 for him on the year, and that'll put the Cubs on the board. It's now a 2-1 lead. At the plate, Yu Darvish. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Left side. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
The batter, number 9.
Standing in, Javy Baez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. Oh, 0-1. Here it comes. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. 1-2 as he chases the slider. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fouled away. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
No, that's inside. No, that's the ball.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cubbies draw a bit closer on the strength of this solo home run. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the 4th. Digging in, Zack Wheeler. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. Drilled to the left side. And that'll get through into left, and you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than a leadoff single.
Man, I feel for him, but you've got to call a spade, right? He's really struggling. The sample size is 3+ innings, and in that time, he's given up 8 hits, so it might be time to cut your losses and make a change out there.
Gene Segura standing in, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Line shot to third base, and the runner gets back. No double play.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew Mccutchen.
Now at the plate, Andrew Mccutchen. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. From the stretch. Hit on the ground to third. Kipnis. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. More from the show. Saturday baseball. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Kris Bryant is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. The 1-0. Ground ball left side. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. 1 away. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And boy, which of those 2 numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Behind 0-2 now. A Another one sent foul. High in the air out to center field. Quinn will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Cubs are down in order. They're down 2-1. And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Bryce Harper.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike one. Swings through it for strike number two. This is drilled, but right into the shift. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The first baseman, number 17.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. Into the bleachers and out of here. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it gives the Phillies a 3-1 lead.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Now that catcher, JT Realmuto.
Standing in now, JT Realmuto. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Happ is under this one. 2 gone.
Now batting, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. Contreras is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Phillies get 1 in the frame courtesy of this solo home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's now 3-1 Philly. Leading off the inning, Kyle Schwarber, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
No balls and 1 strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there to try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
So now to the plate, Ian Happ, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number two.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Too low, 1-0.
Wow.
And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
And he fouls this one off. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. And it's fouled away. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They still trail it here 3-1. Kyle Ryan takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Into the box now, Roman Quinn. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
The 1-0.
2-0.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Now the 2-0 home. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Scott Kingery.
At the plate, Scott Kingery 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope, ball.
We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Chased a bad one there, 1-1. Ryan has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Happ is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 2.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Striding in once again, Zack Wheeler. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First delivery to him on the way.
Wood.
Now the 0-1. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
Here it comes on 0-2. And a sinker there. Swung on and missed for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. And it's still 3-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Pinch hitting for the Cubs, number 7, Victor.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
1-0.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. It's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Full count now, 3-2.
And in a two-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You've got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Here's Javy Baez. Weak grounder down the line at third. Throw is not going to be in time to get him, and somehow he's going to wind up with an infield single.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Ro. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they'll make them fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak, and after that knock, it's an even dozen.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Here's Kris Bryant now, runner in scoring position with two gone. First pitch on its way.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Kingery is there, and the side is retired. Cubs strand one, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Dan Winkler is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 43.
7th inning ready to roll. So striding in, Jean Segura. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. There's Baez, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The left fielder, number 22.
Andrew McCutchen will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Now the pitch. Chopper to short. Fielded cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 3.
Ready once again, Bryce Harper. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper. Home run number 9 on the year. And the Phillies have opened it up now. It's 4-1.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Stepping in now, Rhys Hoskins. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But the Phils tack on one more on this solo home run. Get up and stretch. It's now 4-1 Philadelphia. So here's the cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just the single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and missed. That strike 2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
In now, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. 0-1, here it comes.
Ball.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88, and at this point in the game, that's a good place to be. So I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. So he's just a 1/3 of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder. You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Lined into right, a base hit. He's through first and hustling for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Here's the 4th hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
Into the box now, Ian Happ, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. No hits to this point. Wheeler pauses. 0-1 on its way. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Fouled off. Here's another 2-2.
foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Digging in to try it again, JT Realmuto. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat. This is chopped down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our two starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Stepping up to the plate, Didi Gregorius. Here comes the first pitch. Eighth inning, 4-1 is our score. Driven nicely into the gap. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. The baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late, and when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. At the plate now, Roman Quinn. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The second baseman, Scott Kingery.
So a runner at second. 2 down now. And that'll bring up the former first rounder Scott Kingery. Has a look. Now the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Now batting, the pitcher, Zack Wheeler.
To the plate now, Zack Wheeler, as he'll swing and pop it up toward the left side of the infield. Bryant is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Phillies leave a couple. Now batting, Jason Kipnis. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Now the pitch. Hit out towards second. Kingery's there. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The pitcher, number 43. Yeah.
David Bodie will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 13. David Bodie.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Comes into his first at bat at 283. 1 home run and 4 RBIs.
That's the ball.
And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Called strike 2. Popped up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
And that brings up Javy Baez. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
2 balls and a strike to Javy Baez. Wheeler into his motion. 2-1 on its way. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
This is on the ground over to first. Hoskins gathers it in. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We've played 8 full. Phillies on top 4-1. Ryan Tepera enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Bryant.
New inning set to get underway. So striding forward now, Jean Segura. He was a ground out victim last time up. Hit hard towards center. A dive and oh, he can't hang on.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the 9th. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive, and you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a 1-run lead.
So now to the plate, Andrew Mccutchen, as he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone. 1 strike to count. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Row, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Could be a 2-ball for Baez. Scooped up. Kipnis on to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out, so that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
He's set and the pitch. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Runners on first with 1 down. A ball and a strike.
Ball.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
And the runner back. Runner at first here, one man out. And again a throw, and the runner back safely. Another throw over. Runner back safely. The 1-2. Throw over to the bag, and late reactions, and they got him. Bases are empty here with two men out. Yanked high and deep down the line in right, and it's a foul ball. Again a 1-2. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Phillies go down quietly there as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Hector Neris comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 50, Hector Neris.
Stepping up now, Jason Hayward. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
The 1-0, pulled toward right center field. Quinn is there, and that won't help the cause. It's a quick out here to start the home ninth. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter, and he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Into the box, Kris Bryant. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
1-1.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And the pitch. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. Stepping in, Wilson Contreras, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike. Two out, nobody on. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first. He'll take care of him. And the Phillies have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Philadelphia Phillies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Zack Wheeler wins his 3rd of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Hector Neris earns the save out of the bullpen, his 10th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
All right. Well, Hector comes in and closes the door for save number 10. What a performance. Just the one I was looking for out of Zack Wheeler. Wheeler, the dealer today, striking out 14. 14 Cubs today as he takes his 3rd win of the season. Yu Darvish, the loss. Hector, once again, with his 10th save of the season. Bryce Harper, Rhys Hoskins, Andrew McCutchen all go yard today, all with a home run. Bryce 3 for 5, Rhys 2 for 3, Andrew McCutchen 2 for 5, Didi Gregorius 2 for 4 with a double. The only home run, the only run and hit that was let up, I guess, if you want to look at it, well, it wasn't the only hit. The big hit that was let up was the home run by Jason Kipnis, the former Cleveland Indian, back in the 3rd inning. A couple, I guess, negatives, if you want to take anything away from this game, was the fact that they left the bases loaded twice. The Phils did. Other than that, the star of the game is there on your left of the screen right there, Zack Wheeler. 8 innings strong, letting up 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run. No walks on the game. Just a tremendous performance. So we're going to get out of this. And there's your final line score. Philadelphia Phillies 4, Chicago Cubs 1. 4 runs on 13 hits. Chicago 1 run on 4 hits. Wheeler the win, his 3rd. Hector the save, his 10th. And I believe that will put him among the league leaders, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go check that out. Yep. Well, it'll be put him in tie for 2nd as Kenley Jansen of the Dodgers apparently earned his 11th save. Bryce Harper moves into a tie for 1st place in home runs. He got that with home run number 9 today. Rhys Hoskins ups his runs batted in total to 27. Aaron Nola still at the league lead in ERA. Roman Quinn still sitting pretty there at the top of the heap as far as league leaders in batting average. Gene Segura slipped a little bit to 398. Didi Gregorius, all 3 Phillies there in the top 3. Aaron Nola, 6 wins. Jake Arrieta, Jake the Snake, will head to the Hill tomorrow afternoon looking for his 6th win. So those are your league leaders as we head back to the calendar here. There you see Zack Wheeler. Wheels gets his 3rd win. 8 innings strong, 4 hits. I was trying to, believe it or not, I was actually attempting to try to get a complete game shutout. I was actually trying to get a no-hitter. Obviously, that fell by the wayside early in the contest. So he does get his 3rd win. Hector, his 10th save. We're going to go to the update. We'll come back with a couple closing thoughts and preview tomorrow's game. Right after this, here's Justin Allegri.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting off in the National League East, the Philadelphia Phillies combined for a 4-hitter as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 4-1. It was their 5th straight victory. The Atlanta Braves sent 3 balls into the seats as they got the best of the visiting Mets 6-4. The Cardinals beat the visiting Marlins 5-3. The San Francisco Giants held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they bested the visiting Nats 2-0. Amir Garrett earned the 3rd W of his season as the Reds were winners over the Diamondbacks 2-1. The win was their 6th in a row. Walker Buehler got his third win this season as the boys in blue took down the Pirates 2-1. The Milwaukee Brewers combined for 10 hits as a team as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 4-2. The Yankees allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they bested the visiting Indians 5-2. The Tampa Bay Rays launched 3 home runs as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 6-2. The Blue Jays combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the O's in Baltimore 5-2. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. The San Diego Padres had 12 hits as a team as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 5-4. The Minnesota Twins swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they got the win, crushing the Red Sox 10-4. They are on a roll with 8 straight victories. The Chicago White Sox smacked 15 team hits as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 10-8. They now have 5 straight wins. Corey Kluber pitched his way to his 100th career victory, leading Texas to victory over the Mariners 6-3. Zack Greinke collected win number 3 this year as the Astros downed Oakland 3-1. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.
All right, thank you very much, Justin Allegri. As you take a look at tomorrow's matchup, Jake the Snake looking for win number 6. And Jose Quintana looking for his 4th. He will be the opposition tomorrow at Wrigley Field. We're bringing that game right around the same time, probably around 1 o'clock. So that's it for now. Look for you tomorrow afternoon as the Phils look to sweep them out once again as we take a look at the calendar. Looking to get a sweep here on the Cubbies before moving on to San Francisco. Tomorrow's game will be around 1 o'clock, the 1 o'clock hour. It will be Jake Arrieta against Jose Quintana. And I'm sure there will be a couple changes in the lineup just to give the guys a rest to get ready for the San Francisco run. But the Phils are looking to get yet another sweep on the calendar. We saw that against Miami. No, I take that back. We saw that against Texas recently. Of course, that was only a 2-game series. But Phil's now improved to 21-6 on this young season, and the Chicago Cubs with this loss fall to 17-10. As you may have seen here on the graphic, Phil's now 3 games up on the trailing Mets, 8 games up on the Marlins, 11 games up on the Braves, and now 11.5 up on the Nationals. But again, as I always say, a team gets hot. These standings here in April really don't mean much, although I have to say I am happy to see that the Phils are in first place. However, anything can happen going forward into the month of May. Teams start to get hot, and you just never know what might happen. But the Phils right now, 21-6 on the season, and looking to make it 22-6 tomorrow, as they're looking to break out the brooms again with a sweep of the Cubs at the friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Well, I thank you for watching. Appreciate you guys watching as you normally do, and we'll look for you tomorrow for the rubber match of this 3-game series with the Phillies and the Cubs here on the Bilskie channel. Thanks for watching.